I mean, bro, I'd like to see more of that, please. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Ling Cage. Episode 10 of Season 2. Now, previously on Ling Cage, the attack on the ground survivors finally reached its conclusion, and Mark reunited with some former allies and enemies, but mainly allies. And I guess he's gonna lead them to, what's it called, Dragonbone Village or whatever. I guess we'll see what happens with that. But I am glad that none of my faves died. I would be sad if they did. Regardless, let's just get into it, shall we? Game over. The game has just begun. Flashback?
4277，
谁啊？
我是4068。
啊，是随影大人。
Ah, okay, so this is after
我们
everything
乌烟
happened.
瘴气的鸽子楼可不是上民来的地方。
我知道你还在生我的气。
不敢。我们臣民哪有资格生上民的气？我要睡觉了。
哎，别这样。
随影大人早点回去休息吧。
你先开门，我还有东西要送给你。
没有没锁。
啊？
什么东西啊？
我是来道歉的。那，这是上民的通讯器。以后在灯塔上，我们随时都可以说悄悄话了。嗯。
哇，又是上民的东西啊！没那个必要。
Not oof. Ooh, ow, ooh. That hurts me. That hurts me a lot. Because it reminds me of the time my fingers got jammed in a car door. Ah. Ooh. Ouch. I do kind of agree with her, though. It's kind of risky to... I mean... Maybe that's not why, but like, I would think it's kind of risky for her to have all this stuff. At most, you could do like, hey, you can check these things out with, as long as I'm there, right? So if someone catches us, then I can say that, oh, you know, it's mine. I just, you know, with my supervision, she's just inspecting it or something, you know? But if it gets found out that she has shit that she shouldn't be having, well, it's just like she's gonna get fucking killed, right?
真奇怪，你当上民之前，我们从没有吵过架，我也从来没有像那天那样伤心过。
对不起，之前你说想到上面，我不该。
Oh, this is after that moment. Okay, okay.
其实该道歉的是我。我知道你当上了指挥官以后，一直都很努力，白天要训练，晚上还要学习，接到命令就要下地执行任务。我几个月都见不到你，可有些人还是在背地里说你坏话。所以我想，如果我是上民的话，就能一直陪在你身边。如果有人欺负你，就算我帮不上忙，至少可以替你骂回去。过些日子就要去生态核心区搜寻马克了，你要给我活着回来。
So I wonder what happened after this to make her go into hiding. Was it the pregnancy or?
你们上面是不是有繁育手册？找我。
Just do what comes natural, as they say. The devil shall lead you in this tango. Okay, we didn't actually need to see it. It was kind of obvious what they were doing. It is the whole idea of an inferior becoming a superior, right? Apparently that's never happened before, right? They said so. So, to me, I'm thinking,
原来梵玉人物
like,
是这样的感。
because she said that they were dissing him behind his back, right? I would like to see that. You know, I would like to see what everyone else thinks of this, because it's like this is unheard of, right? Like a inferior becoming a superior. Especially, I want to know what these superiors are thinking about this, right? Because it's like, I mean, with the whole kind of racism thing, right? Like, what do they think about this? Where you know, you think that you're so superior to these people, and then all of a sudden one of them just becomes your people? It's like, huh? I feel like him becoming a superior is such a massive deal that just isn't kind of explored much at all.
你小子胆子不小啊，还想让我梵玉成功，被抓到了烧不死你。我也送你一个礼物。 这是旧世界的小玩具，我通关了。真羡慕旧世界的人，用这么一个小玩意儿就能体验另一种人生，没有上命臣命，没有三大法则。你害怕的时候就打开它。
That's a nice thought. My question, you know, another thing that I would like to see is if a child is born, right, and it's deemed an inferior, what happens to it? Right? Like, we don't really think about this, but like, do they have schools? Like, who takes care of them? Like, do they have some sort of orphanage situation going on where they have people, you know, teaching inferiors? How much are inferior children taught? I mean, they got to be taught to some level because, you know, they're the main workforce. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, world building that I would like to see in the Lighthouse. Oh, wait. Did she... Aw. I thought she would keep the scar on her face. I kind of like that. What in the fuck is going on here?
哎，有什么好看的？
我看下蠢货怎么？
Okay, she definitely doesn't like
怎么
people.
就被绑起来了？
你们每次跟人干完仗，都要这么连人带尸的拉回去吗？
对呀，死的炖了吃肉，活的当储备粮。
That's funny. But it's funny because she doesn't realize that it's a joke.
这么激动干嘛？这小玩意儿给我剔牙都嫌不得劲儿。孬种！你他妈给我出来！躲着算什么本事？
谁要在对面活着，谁面对发生是寻常事，死是个大的错。大家都是这么过来的。你们已经3次回来了。我内部人生存的时候，生活了我一个。你
活不长了！解开！我他妈现在就弄死你！
有事情，是吧？我们龙骨村就需要你这样的人。
二筒，过来开车。
Bringing them to the village is probably a mistake. So, Mark joining the village is a different story. It's kind of a different situation, right? He had no choice, and he was a monster, right? And they kind of helped him, and they saved his life, and etc., right? But bringing these people here, or, you know, to the village, it's not going to go the same way. Because, you know, their life isn't in immediate danger. They're not a monster that needs to be turned back to regain their sanity, right? They're not in the same situation. So bringing them there, they might have a culture shock, sure, but they might also feel that the people in the village are living wrong, right? Like they are doing something wrong. Like when you're entire life you have lived in a certain way and then you see people doing something differently, you're going to be thinking like, dude, they're doing it wrong, right? They're just wrong. You've probably grown up and you've probably experienced a moment where, you know, you growing up, your family did something in a certain way. Maybe they cooked a certain meal a certain way, or they never ate some certain ingredient, or, you know, something, right? And then you've grown up, and then you meet someone, or you see someone doing something differently, and you're like, they're just kind of doing it wrong. My parents told me to do this way, you know? When in reality, it's very possible that you're the one who's in the wrong. Or both ways could be legitimate. But in this situation, it's very likely that they might disagree with how things are handled in the village, so they might rebel. In other words, you definitely should not take your eye off them.
死在我手里总好过被市集兽吸魂。回村以后，我们会把所有牺牲者的生命原质都存起来。
存起来？
嗯，我们正在研究生命迭代系统，也许未来你们还能再见到它。
I still think that that's I still think that's kind of bullshit. Or rather, I should say, like, I think it's more of a way to make people not lose hope, rather than them actually believing that they might be able to pull this off, where they can resurrect
灯塔上
people.
有3大法则，村子里也有村子的规矩，我们可以教你们如何在地面生存。最终去留，你们自己选择。
我们杀过他们的人，他为什么还愿意收容我们？
生态的最终目的是吸收所有人的生命原质，但凡被多吸走1枚，我们的胜算就少1分。
可是这么血战一场值得吗？
人类需要面对的敌人从不该是彼此，而是玛纳生态。可人性经不起考验，在地面狭路相逢，人们内心往往最先涌现出的是恐惧。这时，进攻就成了生存本能。既然冲突在所难免，我们就只能用自己的本领，以战止战。只有这样，才能把那些混沌苟活的人们团结成我们的力量。
Finally, someone with common sense. Of course, sometimes you just need someone to point it out. You know, when your conflicts and your passions and your adrenaline gets so high, sometimes you just need someone to be like, bro, why are we fighting each other? We have a massively bigger problem that we need to solve. Together.
你看什么呀？你为什么可以这么快治好伤员？怎么，想试一下？
Hot. I mean, bro, you know, it's me after all. Obviously, you know, we do love Yuri here. I mean, granted, you know, it's you know, her power, the requirement for her power is that, but like, you know, still kind of, you know, I'd like to see more of that, please. Holy shit. Oh yeah, this was happening. Right. I almost forgot.
鉴于灯塔悬停，世界兽群距离塔底仅45米的严峻形势，灯塔已进入最高级别战备状态。自本令发布之时起
The final meal.
平台以下各岗位全部停工。区域，任何违反戒严规定者，将依据灯塔安全条例刑事负担。
三个总司令，
目前灯塔物资极度紧缺，将立即启动紧急物资调配计划，缩减上面的食物配额。
卢卡斯，
基本生命维持。
你有什么事吗？
请民众理解与配合，减少非必要。
我想调岗。
共同节约。为应对危机，灯塔维修工程师物资。
I'm hoping that he actually, so the commander rallies them to the cause instead of having some sort of rebellion, right? Because of course, you know, there's going to be deserters, you know, knowing that you're going to have to face, let's just say, certain death, right? And of course, people are going to be afraid and they're going to want to leave, but a good commander will convince them to stay. I'm thinking like Attack on Titan Irwin situation, right?
调哪儿去？航空师，玉子部。
And again, what's the point, right? If they get in, everyone's dead anyway. Why? You're afraid. That's why. But everyone is.
见到过那些尸体手，他们堆叠的像灯塔一样高，我们连一只尸体手都没打过，更何况是那么多。明明咱们现在这个距离是听不到尸体手的声音的，但我脑子里无时无刻都在回荡着他们的嘶吼，我就浑身发抖。
Everyone feels the same way. Of course. What's the point? Oh, like killing himself, or cutting off his hand so he can fight, or something? I mean, this is... It's a serious moment, but it's almost illogical to me. It's like, I get that you don't want to fight, but... Like, I don't know. Maybe, I guess, I really wanted the commander to, like, convince him otherwise, because, like, you're still gonna die. Like, if they fail, you're still gonna die. You know? It's like, if... That's the common sense thing to think. If they overrun the lighthouse, you're dead. Anyway, right? What's the point of not fighting? What, that you can survive 20 minutes longer? I mean...
我对不起大家，多一个逃兵，城防军就少一份力量，但我就是不敢。我知道，也许就算我离开前，
Because at this point, now the commander convincing him is pointless.
我们也多活不了几天，但哪怕能多活1分钟也好。我求求你，
Shaking my head.
我求求你了，让我离开城防军。
去医疗区装个义肢，回到岗位上去。
I guess... Oh, I guess they have... Right, didn't they? Right. I forgot they have robotic hands. The... You know, the other guy also has a robot leg and everything. Kind of forgot. Why? Okay, that makes more sense. But it's stupid. It's extremely retarded. But it makes more sense. Like, you know, killing the commander would have, like, been fucking stupid as well. This at least makes more sense. Though, if this was going to happen, I would have loved if it happened right before the battle. Like, I mean, like, right before the battle. You know, when the battle pretty much starts, or right before it starts, then you kill yourself. Right? Then you show people killing themselves. Not here. It's shocking. But it's like they haven't gotten to the point where they've given up hope. So having a character kill themselves here is kind of like, you know, it's a little, I don't know, badly timed. I'm not saying that him killing himself was a bad choice, but like, it's too early. They're not in that, like, hopelessness point yet. Like, yeah, they're having their final meal here, but
你们每个人腰间都有一把枪。
like, it's too early.
如果你们愿意，
现在也能了结自己的生命，但还有另一个选择，你们可以用这些子弹去抵抗食蚁兽，也许我们还有一点活着的希望。
Right？
司令，要是这回守住了，我们能不能天天吃牛排？
再好的东西天天吃，不腻吗？
司令，要是这次战斗您不小心撞跌了，您的位置能让我给您继承啊？
要是你挂在我前头呢？
你有啥想要的？
希尔达，如果这一仗打赢了，我想看看你的身体。
Bruh.
别光看呢，
That's
打完
funny.
仗，晨曦大厅见。
回头我一定亲手把你俩送上火星台。
为了灯塔而战！
Exactly, that's how you do it. Never mind the guy who just killed himself, but you know, I have always thought that the characters that are willing to, the true heroes are the ones that charge into certain death. Or rather, I should say, are willing to do so.
弗林博士，我希望您能帮助我们突破人脑和克洛托神经信号不匹配的瓶颈。
当初我可就是因为研究连脑才被关到这儿来的，10多年了，摩根那个老顽固终于想通了。
弗林博士，现在的城主已经是查尔斯了，目前灯塔被迫悬停，情况紧急，我们必须立刻连通克洛托，才有一线生机。
摩根那个老东西是失智了吗？竟然把灯塔交到你们姐弟俩手里。我可以帮你，不过有3个条件。第一，摩根关了我10几年，让他到这儿来给我道歉。
Well, that's not gonna happen.
第二
I mean, maybe.
查尔
But
斯下台，我要当城主。这第
also not gonna
三
happen.
你去律教所申请。和
Definitely
我到
not.
晨曦大厅完成繁育。
Definitely not. Hell no.
有什么好笑的？
第一，老城主现在连你是谁都认不清，肯定没法来跟你道歉。第二，你要当城主，只要写一份申请，查尔斯审核通过，你就能立刻上任。
啊？
第三，要去晨曦大厅，你已经严重超龄了。我知道完成一场人脑与克洛托的直连是你毕生的夙愿。我现在给你这个机会，你有什么资格跟我谈条件呢？只要你答应，我立刻还你自由。
解决信号不匹配的关键是利用脊骨，还需要在你脑中植入孢子病毒。一切都是不可逆的。
那更应该由我自己来。
Well, most likely it's gonna be Charles, right? Because he's already fucked up. Oh god, holy shit.
“解决开火！”
稳住！
司令，
稳住
Hold! Hold!
稳住！
Steady!
老长！
Why are you celebrating?
别高兴太早。
That's what I was saying. Oh god, not these things. Can we not?
开火！ 上炸药！断开金属网！
All right. And there's bombs attached to them. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's nice.
起爆！
这下他们可以消停一阵子了。
Uh-oh.
怎么回事？
Who in the fuck? What in the...
双恶手！
Where the fuck did that guy come from?
这下去不是办法，我们得找到兽群的支撑点，然后破坏它。
行，照你说的办。
生物雷达显示，内部的双恶兽是主要支撑结构。我们先同步打击其肢体关节，削弱山体结构的稳定性，最后炸断它的脊椎，就能瓦解山体的支撑。可是这些点位都在兽山深处。
炮塔还剩多少枚导弹
？15枚。
炮台组激光标定目标，
连续同步打击目标点上。1号武器发射，4号武器发射，6号武器发射，2号武器发射。
I mean...
导弹接近中，引导信号良好，3秒、2秒、1秒，到0。
It's not gonna work. The massive amounts of extremozoans are going to just block the...
立刻开火！2号发射。最后1枚发射。最后1枚发射。是哑炮，该死！
混蛋
Of course it is.
有一台重力体正在脱离站位。
Someone's sacrificing themselves.
是奥兰德。
奥兰德，你想干什么？
司令，我已经接近坐标了。如果不趁现在炸毁最后的点位，就会功亏一篑。
你个混蛋！你忘记你之前说过什么了吗？
对不起，希尔达，我要失约了。但我希望你能好好活下去。
I mean, obviously, you know, you introduce a side character couple, one of them has to die, right? Obviously. Unfortunately, we don't know these characters, so we don't really care. It's cool though.
我没有达到预期效果。
我们并不知道兽山内部还有什么。
各单位重新布防。
报告司令，剩下的弹药可能顶不了下一波了。
虽然兽群再生需要时间，可一旦他们恢复过来，就会继续堆叠。想要摧毁兽山，就只有启动电磁炮了。
不行。 现在还不是时候。
为什么？不能再等了！兽群正在再生，一旦反扑，灯塔会彻底失守。我们
电磁炮会大量消耗能源，会影响未来支联克洛托。一旦手术成功，灯塔就能恢复航行。我不能把希望只压在你身上。
什么？城主大人，我。
Jesus. Well. Things took a turn for the worse all of a sudden. Oh, jeez. Fucking disgusting. Why it gotta be those ones? Can we get some other ones, please? Oh.
城防军听令，全体撤退到上环，快撤退！快撤！撤退！快撤！司令，快走吧！一队、二队，快撤退！快
Bruh. I was literally, as she was giving those orders, I was literally thinking, oh, I kind of want to see more of her. Welp. What did I say about this show wanting to kill hot ladies? I just... Also, what was the only... What was even the point of shooting her, exactly? It's not like she's the commanding officer. And if you disagree with her giving those orders by saying only the commander has the authority, well, then just say so. I guess maybe he's thinking like, oh, I guess this will show that, oh, you know, you can't go, you know, behind the commander's back or something. Still, bro, they kill their own people so easily when they are literally in a life or death situation. They are literally being overrun, and your first thought is, I am just gonna kill a perfectly capable commanding officer. You know, she might not be the commander, but like, still, you know? I wouldn't disagree with them, you know, disagreeing with orders or whatnot, but, or you know, disagreeing with the fact that she can't give those orders, but just outright killing one of your defenders? Like, what? And then he gives the order anyway? I mean... At this point, exactly. You kill these people. Immediately. I would say, like, there's no point in killing this guy. Kill the fucking commander. I don't give a fuck who he is. I'm not gonna lie, the guy in red is just a fucking retard. Like, in the middle of a life or death battle, you decide to just shoot one of your own defenders in the back? Like, I can't even think of something more idiotic to do to kill military unity. You know, to kill your defensive unity of your troops. When the people that are trying to save you you know, the whole military and all the soldiers and everyone's fighting cohesively, right? I can't think of anything worse than one soldier shooting one of their allies in the back, because now the same soldiers who are on the front lines, they can't trust their allies to watch their back, because they're going to be thinking, oh, they're going to shoot me in the back, right? It's like, bro, you have to be a complete retard to shoot your own people when they're defending you. Based. Thank you. Deserved.
Okay,
that I don't agree with, but definitely deserved with that other guy.
你们是继续为那个城主卖命，还是想活下去？自己决定。
I am so grateful that he killed that guy, not gonna lie. I don't agree with them trying to take over the lighthouse. Again, it's one of those situations where you're already in a very, very difficult position against the fucking Extremazones, right? Adding a fucking coup d'etat or takeover to this point, like to this situation, is just not gonna go well, right? Like, you're already facing a massive problem. Creating more problems at the same time isn't gonna help. I do think that this whole Order of Light and Shadow thing, definitely, like, they should definitely kill all those people. 100%. This kind of last stand battle with the Lighthouse, oh, this show is so well animated as well. But again, yeah, this whole, like, shooting your own troops in the back, even if you don't agree with what they're doing, like what orders they're issuing exactly, at most, like, just knock her out or something. Shooting your own troops in the back is like a one-way ticket to your troops immediately turning on you. It's like, come on. I am heavily of the belief that in a situation where you are fighting essentially for survival, right? The entire military is fighting for survival. Even if you don't agree necessarily with the military or whatnot, causing an issue with, you know, strategical calls and orders being given, causing an issue would disrupt the cohesion of the military, of the defenders, of the soldiers, right? I think it was when the Lighthouse people, like, left to find Mark, right? I said that killing a commanding officer when, like, during a battle is a huge mistake, even if you don't agree with the commanding officer, because this immediately creates massive problems with the cohesion of the whole unit. Point is, an amazing episode. I hope you enjoyed episode 10 of season 2. We shall be back next time. Until then, ladies and gents, I shall bid you adieu.